One. This is going to be a Mandela Effect video that I've been wanting to make for a long time now. I remember, if you are familiar with the whole Cash Me Outside, how about that? The Cash Me Outside girl, the Danielle Bregolli, or she's known now as Bad Baby, which I remember being called Bad Barbie, then she changed, and then now there's never been a change. It's just always been that way. But she was even nominated for a Grammy last year, and then on Joe Rogan, Dr. Phil came on a little while back. I think it was this month. Joe Rogan interviewed Dr. Phil about her, and he was like, "Oh my word!" And Dr. Phil was saying, he said you can't control what all happens on with all of the guests, but the point is, I remember Danielle Bregolli being a guest on the Dr. Phil show probably 2010 or so, which would have made her a whole lot older. And if you look at her, she just doesn't look, act 15. She doesn't look 15 at all. She looks like a grown woman. She does not look 15. I don't know, maybe she just turned 15, so she made an album called 15. And in The World Around Us, she appeared on Dr. Phil in September. She first became known from an episode of Dr. Phil in September 2016. And then what happened was that song, or that phrase that she had stated on Dr. Phil, it became a meme, and then it became a after it became a meme, it became an auto-tuned song, and then she made millions of dollars from that auto-tuned song. But she doesn't look 15 to me, first of all, and secondly, if you look at, if you remember, for me, she came on in 2010, not 2016, which that would have made her a whole lot older. They claim she was 12 when she came on there, I think. Yeah. They claimed she was 12. She did not look 12. She did not look 12 when she came on Dr. Phil at all. Nothing about her looks 15. She looks grown, and she just doesn't have the aura or the appearance of a teenager, or a 15-year-old girl, or a 12-year-old girl when she came on Dr. Phil. And many people in the comments state the same thing. There's a lot of comments about her that I'm not repeating, obviously, for this channel, but I remember her coming on in 2010 on Dr. Phil, which she would have been 12 at that time when she came on Dr. Phil. And I remember that being, when I was in high school, I remember that Catch Me Outside, how about that, being used. And then when she came on there again, we were like, oh, well, she came on again. She just came back on Dr. Phil. But then they're stating a few years ago when she came on there, they said 6 years ago when she was 6 years old. I thought, wait, 6 years ago she was 6. And that was in 2016. Which would have meant she was 6 when I was in high school, which that wouldn't be. But for me, I remembered her coming on there a long time ago, probably 2010, 9 years ago. And then now, maybe that's why she looks so much older. I don't know, I can't explain it, but even from when she was 12, she looked so much older. She looked like she had been through, she looked like she lived. Reminded me of someone who had been through a lot and lived in the hood or something or whatever. I don't know, I don't know. That's how the aura she tried to put off, and then it jump-started her rap career whenever she was using that phrase, and they auto-tuned that phrase, and she made a lot of money off of it. But the thing is, for me, she should be, let's see, she would have been 12 in 2010 for me. She should be at least 21 right now for me. and she looks like she would be 21. Of course, people now, they look older now. They seem like, it seems like people age quicker now, and everything's different. But the thing is, I remember her coming on Dr. Phil in 2010. It was around 2010. And then suddenly again she's on in 2016. And I thought, okay, I guess she's on again. And then we find out she's on for the first time. And I remember that whole thing became a meme, and the phrase, it's like a partial memory in the back of my mind of her being on Dr. Phil, and that phrase, catch me outside, how about that? That phrase came in my mind. I can remember in the back of my mind from 2010 or so, which would make her 21 now, not 16. Or not 15, sorry, not 15. And she didn't look 12 when she came on Dr. Phil. She doesn't look 15 now. She looks a lot older, so that, I mean, that's either she's lying or about her age, or because some people in the comments, if you look at some of the comments, they say it feels like she's been 15 for 3 years now. Some people were stating she's been 15 for many years now, it seems. So I'm not the only one who feels that way. I wound up looking up thinking, that can't be right, years ago and last year as well, and I looked it up again this year trying to find out if anyone else feels that way, and people were stating that there's no way she could be 15. I remember her, she feels like she's been 15 for several years now, and yada yada. Anyway, and then Dr. Phil even said in a podcast she graduated, but then I thought, wait a minute, okay, and then I found out he might have been talking about the graduation from a youth camp or something. But the thing is, I remember in 2010. Bottom line, 2010, I remember her being on Dr. Phil, and it was a big deal. Now, all of a sudden, in this reality around us, she is now a rap star, and she came on Dr. Phil in 2016, and then started that. And then that's when it started. And she became famous immediately here, while in the other existence that I remember, it just faded away. She came on in 2010 or so, and then that happened, and I never heard anything else about it. Give your thoughts on this. Give your thoughts on it. Yeah, just let me know what you think. Do you remember this happening? I know I've heard a couple of other YouTubers talk about this, and I've wanted to make a video about it for this particular change for me for several years now. So anyway, give your thoughts. My PayPal and Patreon are below if you'd like to support, if you like my content, and it would help out a lot. My email's below if you'd like to talk, and you can also leave your comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you have not, and if you have, thank you so much. Show your support and love. I love you all. Peace. Give your thoughts on this. Bye.